So, yes, Jesus is alive, but what will you do right now if an unexpected incident just happens that requires you to spend money? What will happen if there's an emergency expense that just arises? What would you do? That's the question. And that's why I want to show you in this video how you can build your emergency fund step by step and easily so that you can take care of those kind of eventualities. This video will show you how having an emergency fund can protect you from life surprises. And you don't want that to happen to you because you work so hard. So why not? You're supposed to be on top of your game as well and make sure that you can at least save yourself or your family when the chips are down. We always overlook this thing about emergency funding and all of that. But trust me, you don't want until there's a major financial strain, something that is out of hand before you start thinking of saving. It will be too late and you might not even have all the money that you need. The idea is when you have these kind of eventualities, you don't have to go look for loans, borrow from people, or stress. You don't need the stress when things have gone wrong, okay? You can actually just go back and go to the dedicated account and dip your hand there and solve the problem. And then you continue building. You have to have it in place. And like I said, emergency funding is you having at least 6 months income in one place. So let's start with number one. How do you create emergency funding? You have to sit down and ask yourself, calculate everything you spend, utilities, school fees, fuel, gas, data, groceries, everything, medical bills that you spend in a typical month. Use the higher end of the month to calculate it. Now, let's say it comes to 100,000, okay, using Nigerian Naira. Now, multiply that by 6. That is 600,000, for instance, and that is the amount of money you need to put away as an emergency fund. I hope that's pretty easy. Calculate your actual monthly spending and put them together, multiply them by 6. The income you get is the actual income you need to put away as your foundation before you start any investment, before you start anything that you're doing. Okay, that means you have to set a clear goal for saving. When you decide that this is the amount, so let's say 600,000 naira in this case, then you know that 600,000 is the goal that you need to achieve. And trust me, you don't need to carry the 600,000 and put away if you can't afford to. All you need is to start building and start saving small until it gets there, and then you lock it away. Okay, so that's number one thing that you need to do right now. Number two, you have to automate your savings. See, when you get money, you don't need to start rationalizing, oh, this, that. Get into any of the apps that can help you save away. Immediately money hits your account, they put money away for you. You can decide to save daily, weekly, monthly, or you can also save log in bulk. Apps like Piggyvest, like I use, I'm a Piggyvest fan. Cowrywise in Nigeria or Africa, they can help. Find out the app that can work in where you are and please automate them so that when money hits your account, they help you save without you seeing the money. That way you're not rationalizing. That way you're not thinking, overthinking, or maybe I shouldn't save all and all that. So automate your savings so that you don't have to go through the emotion. You know that our money is always connected to our emotions, so that you don't emotionally put away some and don't complete it and all of that. So make sure you do this for your emergency fund to work. So whether you want to put it in a chunk a week or a chunk daily or a little chunk daily until it makes up to that amount, program your app to work that way. These apps are mind-blowing. I use Piggyvest as always, and I would always recommend it if it's working in your country. Other fantastic apps you can actually use to also do that. So that's number two thing to do if you're going to achieve your emergency fund savings. Yeah, number three, of course, you have to cut off unnecessary spending. Now you have a goal. You need to set a foundation. Remember that, again, did I mention that you need to build your emergency fund before you think of growing your wealth through investment? Because emergency funding is like the foundation of your wealth building. If you don't have an emergency fund to fall back to, and you have a business loss or a medical bill to offset, your investment won't even come to your aid in that sense. Okay, so this is very important. Cut off unnecessary spending. In subscriptions that you're not using all the time, you can cancel them. You can, instead of drinking coffee in that your very good cafe or every day, you can reduce it to once a week or make your coffee at home, right? You can decide to eat more in, cook your meals rather than go restaurant shopping. You know where to cut off the expenses. Don't buy that extra shoe, sis. Don't do it. You already have it in two, three colors, so why buy another one? So cut off all those unnecessary spending. You and I know where we are spending unnecessarily. You need to cut them off because right now you want to begin the foundation of your investment, and the first place to start is to make sure that your emergency fund is tucked away neatly and completely before you can start investing, not start splurging. Cut off unnecessary spending. That's the third thing to do. When you want to get to your emergency funding even faster, please pay attention to not splurging when you get windfalls. Now, what are windfalls? Windfalls are those extra boosts to your income that you get. Somebody dashes you money, you get a bonus at work, you get paid 13 months in December, gifts from friends, money gifts, all of that. Those are your windfalls. Use your windfalls and take almost all of them if you can and put them into your emergency fund account. That way you race towards raising that money even faster. And then also use bonuses, all of those things that you know that are not your regular income but come to add up to it, because the temptation is always there to say, oh, I need to spoil myself. Actually, I've tried and this is a gift. You know, we get personal with it, like, this is a gift, so why should I save a gift? This is a gift, it's for me. Like, I need to use it for myself. Emergency funding is also for you. Remember, it's for you. So, good girl, good man. So put it away. Okay, let your windfalls work for you. Okay, let it get your emergency funding intact faster for you than you can ever think about. Remember, all the windfalls will always come. So let's keep an eye on the next. Okay. Number five. Number five is start a side hustle to be able to raise your emergency fund. See, people get this mixed up all the time or overlook it. You can actually start a side hustle or a job that you can do on the side just because you want to use the income to save up towards your emergency funding. So whether you want to start freelance writing, you want to help people take care of their children for an hour, they pay you hourly, or you want to start selling water, whatever it is, guys, there are a lot of things you can do on your side apart from your regular income job that you can use to save up money faster for your emergency funding. Number six, keep your emergency funding separate. Separate it from your regular account, your company account, your salary account. Let that account be completely dedicated to your emergency funding. That way you are never ever tempted to go there. There's something I do. I have an account in EcoBank, for instance. I don't have a card for it, so I don't have to use an ATM. I can't be tempted to use it. I also have another account I used to use only checks for, but now checks are not so in. So I've gotten an internet banking for that account. Not yet. No, I didn't say card. I didn't go get a card, but I can use internet banking to make transfers and all of that. So you can also do the same. You can decide that you put in an account where you can, an account that will give you a little bit of issues if you want to even withdraw. So that way it makes you change your mind and focus on the other monies and leave it alone. You know what I mean? Please put your emergency fund in a different account. These 6 things will save you a whole lot. Make sure you put your money in a different account that you don't touch. Make sure you use your windfalls and your boosts and your bonuses to add to your emergency funding so it grows faster. Make sure you cut off unnecessary spending. Make sure that you start saving up. You first of all sit down right now and calculate actual money that you spend every month, multiply it by 6 so that you have a clear set goal of what you're looking at saving and putting away for your emergency funding and all of that. If you learned something in this video, just click the like button. Also subscribe and join the Chief Gunny Gang if you love it here, but I know you will love it here. Drop a comment. Which of these do you currently do or are you trying to start? Let's know in the comment section so that we can encourage each other going forward. Write invest below. Write emergency below so that those that didn't watch up to this place will be wondering what's happening. Okay, all right, so I'll catch you in the next video. Please go watch this video to also know how to save and budget like a pro. Okay, see you next time. Bye.